This is Steve Comisar, a 15-year-old who's about to come up with the most clever way to get rich. The year was 1976, and the world was starting to embrace eco-friendly products. Steve, noticing the growing trend, decided to capitalize on it with his revolutionary invention, the solar-powered clothes dryer. The concept was simple: use the power of the sun to dry your clothes. It sounded innovative, marketable, and timely. But there was a catch. Steve didn't want anyone to see the product in advance, hoping to keep his technology a secret. That meant no TV commercials. Instead, he took out mail order and magazine ads, selling his solar-powered clothes dryer for $49.95, a price that would be around $125 today. The ads were a success. Orders flooded in, and by the early 90s, Steve had sold thousands of units. But customers were in for a shock. When the packages arrived, buyers opened them to find a standard clothesline. That was it. No panels, no solar tech, just a length of rope. Furious customers complained, but technically, Steve hadn't lied. The product was solar-powered, it was a clothes dryer, and yes, it worked. This stunt was only the beginning of Steve's long career in deception. Eventually, the FBI would nickname him the Jeffrey Dahmer of Fraud. After the clothesline scam, Steve shifted gears. While also pursuing an acting career, he set his sights on the entertainment industry, coming up with a quiz show called Trends of the 21st Century, hosted by Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Namath. But as you could already guess, Namath had no involvement. He didn't even know who Steve was, and the show was never actually going to be made. Using telemarketing, Steve pitched the fake show to investors, claiming it was a major network production. Many fell for it, including an 84-year-old man who lost over $500,000. This is when Steve would catch his stride, because nothing is more motivating than the life savings of an 84-year-old man hitting your bank account. By the 1990s, Steve had become so confident in his schemes that he even created another identity for himself: Brett Champion, a fraud prevention expert on national television. He even appeared on shows like Dateline and The View, warning people about scams while secretly running his own. During this time, Steve would also come up with 3 more killer scams: selling miracle weight loss pills, fake oil well investments with guaranteed profits, and forged celebrity memorabilia. But as you could imagine, Steve wouldn't be able to get away with this forever. The FBI opened investigations into each scam, and Comisar was eventually convicted of fraud, spending a total of 7 years in federal prison. Today, Steve is 63 and claims to have changed. He now hosts a podcast called Scam Junkie, focusing on true crime and telling his own story, like the time he once acted alongside Norman Reedus in the film Tough Luck. Funny enough, if Steve had been as good an actor as he was a con man, maybe those $30 million he scammed would still be in the bank accounts of his victims.